Trump had a big trip to the Middle East. And Javier, he had some interesting thoughts on this trip. Tell us.
Yeah, I mean, are you talking about his tweeting about, or his truthing about the boss, Bruce Springsteen? I think it's really weird because, one is a instantly recognizable American icon and the other is the President of the United States of America. And I just think, first off, Trump, we all know he doesn't love any song apart from YMCA. And you're the President of the United States, mate. Don't you have better things to do than worry about what some rock star is saying in another country about you? It would be like Keir Starmer at 2 a.m. tweeting about I don't like how Take That started their Sydney concert.
And it was interesting because he's in the UAE and he just randomly tweets going, has anyone noticed that since I said I hate Taylor Swift, she's no longer hot? And I kind of loved that. I mean, it was so random, Ria.
It's funny what he likes to take credit for. I mean, she did just finish one of the largest tours ever. And she's now taking a few months out of the limelight, quite rightly, to recover. And he's taking credit for that. So I just wonder, he's going to start taking credit for all sorts of things. You see that heat spell that they had in London? Yeah, I did that. Yeah, it just, I don't know. I'm amazed as well that he's sitting there and he has time to tweet, post, whatever you call it on Truth Social.
Yeah.
Truth
He has time to truth when the rest of us are going, shouldn't you be in Turkey right now?
I noticed something. Maybe he's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder about Taylor Swift because a lot of his song titles do sound like they're taking it in a direct dig at Donald Trump, like Antihero, False God, Guilty as Sin, I Knew You Were Trouble, You Need to Calm Down, and Death by 1,000 Government Job Cuts.
It sounds a little bit like Piers Morgan's issue with Meghan Markle is that Trump's upset that Taylor Swift never dated him.
I mean, join the club, mate.
Oh, really? Are you on that list as well?
I mean, I think every man is kind of disappointed that we never dated Taylor Swift.
Well, I mean, you still have a shot, though.
You just need to get on a cruise.
I just need to cruise.
Well, let's just look at some of the comments that Trump hit back. So Bruce Springsteen did a gig and the boss condemned Donald Trump. He said that the president's administration was corrupt, incompetent and treasonous. And Trump hit back with some fantastic rants. Never liked him, never liked his music or his radical left politics. And most importantly, he's not a talented guy. Then this dried out prune of a rocker ought to keep his mouth shut until he gets back into the country. Then we'll all see how it goes for him.
Please arrest Bruce Springsteen. Please, if you want to start the revolution, this is how you start it.
Bruce Springsteen is not getting back into the country.
I mean, what I love is if he does, he's going to be arrested on literally trumped up charges. Thanks, Ria. I spent all day writing that one.
I wouldn't go back if I were Bruce, if I'm honest. All of us, we were just talking about this before, weren't we, about going back into the US and how they have the right to search your phone, your laptop.
I mean, I know lots of people who are saying if they are going to go to America, they're going to get a burner phone, so they can't go through anything, and they just have to have a completely clean phone. Okay, let's move on to our next topic, and this, of course, Albania's PM has been making some headlines. Ria, hasn't he? Talk us through him.
He has very, very big headlines because he's a very, very big man. He's 6'7", and he and Meloni from Italy are really bringing new meaning to the word special relationship. Which previously was only reserved for the UK and the US. But no, Italy and Albania definitely have a special relationship. When he saw her at the meeting, he threw aside his umbrella and he went down on his knees and he put his hands in sort of like a prayer motion as she walked towards him. And she claimed to the press, that's only so that he can be on my level, because he's 6'7" and she's about 5'2", 5'3". But there's something more to it. We all know there's something more to it. This is more exciting than EastEnders.
There does seem this good kind of chemistry between them.
There is chemistry.
But she has leaders really love Meloni. Do you remember Rishi Sunak? There was a picture of him with Meloni and it sort of looked like they were kind of embracing it. I mean, he's obviously a lot shorter. I mean, he comes up to the Albanian president's kneecap, basically.
Well, he's as tall as Meloni, I think, aren't they?
But it was a very, very kind
Maybe
of different. But she has got Meloni has got a lot of. She's sort of cast a spell over these leaders, doesn't she, Jarquin?
I thought it was controversial, taking the knee in front of a right-wing leader.
Very good.
Very brave there, Eddie. Very brave. Honestly, it did look like he was proposing. He's a married man. This is very brave. I know if I got down on one knee in front of an Italian woman, my wife would show me a knee right in my Bologna region.
Yeah, but he was wearing sneakers, so you knew he wasn't serious. Yeah, which was also an interesting fashion choice. To me, though, the bit that I have to say enjoyed a little bit is when he and Starmer did a press conference together, and Starmer's like, yeah, we're hoping to be able to send some of our refugees back, maybe to Albania, because Italy and Albania already have this arrangement whereby Italy can send back camps, I think they call it. And right in front of the press, in front of everybody around me, just went, no, not with us, mate, not with us, which was real egg on the face for Starmer.
And then he sort of did this analogy saying, he was like, basically, Italy, it's like Italy is my true love, and it's like I am properly married to Italy. You're like an affair. You're just like a bit on the side. And it was like, wow, amazing.
And then Starmer got down on one knee and put his hands into a prayer machine, but it did not work.
Did not work at all. What do we think about prime ministers in trainers?
Look, the guy's 6'7". In all fairness, he can't even see down that far. He's got no idea what he's wearing on his feet. He's wearing them because he used to be an ex-basketballer, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's quite cool.
Listen, nothing is lower than I've just blanked on his name. Who was our prime minister? The Asian
Rishi
one?
Sunak.
Rishi, thank you. Nothing goes lower than Rishi Sunak and sliders.
And he had sambas. He had the sambas. He was quite famous for his sambas.
And he dropped their value by wearing them.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh,
there was like a bit. I think there was like a prophet's warning or something like that on the old sambas.
Yeah, no, everybody just went, oh, I can't wear mine anymore. He's ruined them for me.
Yeah.
As long as no one resorts to those clog Birkenstocks, I'm pretty happy.
I don't think anyone is going to. Or Crocs. A lot of men wear Crocs. Hang on. There's going to be a lot of political dads out there who have Crocs.
Yeah. Okay. Look,
there comes a certain age where a man has to get Crocs. Have you got Crocs?
No.
No. I'm sorry. I refuse to accept that at some age they have to get Crocs. They could go Lycra and cycling. And out of the two, I'd prefer the cycling. At least
a lot of them do both.
Look, the only world leader that's allowed to wear Crocs is the Australian Prime Minister.
The Australian Prime Minister?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, because of...
The crocodiles.
Ah.
Guys, is it the comedy panel or what?
Call that a nine?
Call that a gag? Now, I know all of you are a bit unhappy about Eurovision, but it is the final of Eurovision in Switzerland tonight, which is just the excuse we need to play this.
Polish your hooves every single day and send you to the horse dentist. My lovely horse, you're a pony no more. Running around with a man on your back like a train in the night, like a train in the... Hold on, I can get this. Night.
That, of course, is the greatest Eurovision Song Contest song that should have won. That's My Lovely Horse from Father Ted, which, of course, was an iconic... You're looking at me completely blank. It's possibly one of the greatest Eurovision Song Contests.
You just started playing that. We had no idea what it was.
No.
Yeah, it's Lovely Horse, My Lovely Horse. From Father Ted fans will know that. So, are any of you Eurovision...
I can't believe Ireland didn't win with that.
It was a joke. It was in Father Ted. It was like they did.
I know,
it
but they win. Like Ireland's in, they win. They're just so good. Remember, they just kept winning and winning for a period of time.
They are good. Are any of you Eurovision fans?
I mean, I do love Eurovision. I mean, who doesn't love a see-through mesh shirt? I'm appalled and shocked that Australia gets to compete and New Zealand doesn't.
Oh yeah, why is that?
What the hell is going on there? As a Kiwi, I'm like, Australia, how did you weasel your way in? It's like Eurovision going, hey, European countries, this is my new friend, Australia. Like they've had a secret affair and now they're being brought in. I call Australia Yoko in this competition.
Is it something to do with tariffs? I don't understand. So everything is it because of Kylie Minogue? What's happening?
I don't know.
You need to remind us all of Anzac, I think. You just need to remember who we owe our thanks to.
Yeah.
And then we'll let you back in.
Yeah, Alliance Maya.
And Rhea, are you a Eurovision person?
I was brought up on it.
Oh.
Faithfully every year, my parents, we'd sit down and all watch it. I have to say, for me, I drifted away when Terry Wogan, unfortunately, no longer. And that's when I realized it was Terry Wogan's commentary that we watched it for.
It was so good. He'd always like link it with fish quotas and stuff like that. It was brilliant.
He just nailed this passive aggression that no one else picked. No one else in Europe picked up on it, but he just had this tone and this little way of insulting everybody, and it was glorious to watch. But actually, I think I'm going to watch tonight. Because we've put in a country.
We have. Let's have a listen to it. It's got a slight kind of country vibe. It's by a band called Remember Monday, and it's called What the Hell Just Happened. Let's have a listen.
What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? Went up on the roof, jumped into the pool.
You're getting quite you were really getting into that.
It is a marvelous hook. It's a marvelous hook. I think that because it feels like two songs smushed together. It's like the hook of one and then like a scrap of another, and they've put it together. And I love this band. I've actually been following them since before I even knew that they were up for Eurovision. I think they're wonderful, but I am worried that it doesn't hang together well enough because we in the UK, we're at a disadvantage at Eurovision. Nobody ever likes us. We're constantly in the bottom 5.
No, we're not popular.
This is a great song.
Maybe the EU
hook.
reset's going to help us. Maybe the prospect of a youth mobility scheme is going to help us.
I think this is...
He better start negotiating fast. He's got an hour and a half.
He's doing it now. He's announced it. He's coming on Monday. It's coming on Monday.
I think this is a really good shot for the UK. I think this song absolutely resonates with anyone that's heard any news story in 2025, because anytime anything's happened, everyone just says, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Remember Monday?
Very zeitgeisty.
It's like it's like an anthem. I think it's a bit early Taylor Swift. That it's got a slight.
Well, I was surprised when it was labelled as country. I've been listening to it. Is it country?
Somebody says it's got a bit
country twang.
It's got a bit of a Disney vibe as well.
But UK, come on, your roots are in rock. Do what you do. This is the country that brought Queen, like the Beatles, Biffy Clyro,
like
Arctic Monkeys, Oasis.
Sandy Shaw.
True, but that's never what we've brought to Eurovision. We're always
Cliff Richard.
We bring pop. Yeah. Remember, traditionally that's what we've done.
Sometimes
UK
bringing
more than
country
one note.
just seems so weird. It'd be like if Germany had like a K-pop entry.
That is very true. It would be a G-pop, wouldn't it? Or a W-pop? What would it be? But yeah, no, I don't know. But the Swedish entry is very strong.
Yeah,
we
just had an expert, and the Swedes are legendary, right, in terms of winning Eurovision. Right, let's move on. Liz has sent in a picture of her gardening Crocs. Oh, they're pink and they're flowery. Liz, this is a very important point. It's not just men that can have Crocs. Oh, actually, they're not. Nope, excuse me. They are pink with kiwi fruits on them. Wow. They're quite psychedelic, those gardening Crocs. So Crocs can happen to you whether you're male or female. You just get to a certain age.
But I think, let's be honest, when a woman puts on a pair of Crocs at the end of a long leg and gardening, she looks incredible.
No, that's not
possible.
Know that.
I'm sorry.
I think no offense, Liz, but it's just not possible.
With kiwis sounds good to me. I just don't. I haven't yet to
see
a man.
They are designed to make everybody look ugly. They're like designed to make your foot look like an Oompa Loompa.
That's a trade-off. They're incredibly. I would
very comfortable, very ugly.
Very comfortable utility piece of footwear, but
you stick them.
Listen, the kind of thing where
they scream competence.
If you want to get the birth rate down, if you don't want to, that is when you put your Crocs. I mean, they are literally forget contraception. Just get your Crocs on.
Exactly.
That's what we're talking about.
If I'm being totally honest, if I had to pick between a man in Crocs and a man in flip-flops, I'm still going Crocs.
Oh, really?
I can't stand a man toe.
Oh, no, that's not good, actually. No. Nobody needs to see any man's hairy toes.
Especially not with like just a little bit of shoe between them. No, you know what I mean? No.
Or like that bit, the kind of toe cleavage, like that's no, that's not good. I mean,
I don't know why, but I feel like I have to stand up for men's toes here.
No.
There's no way you can stand up for men's toes.
No. Ryan Gosling has toes. Remember that.
Okay, I don't know if I want to see.
You'd suck on those.
No!
Oh,
please
stop that.
I would.
He would. He'd still need to
give
wear
me those
Crocs.
little goslings right in my mouth.
This little gosling went down. This little gosling and this nom 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 nom. Moira in Bournemouth has got the solution. Bring back Sam Ryder. Sam Ryder was amazing.
He was incredible. He was your best shot for ages.
Don't you think our technical operator Jimmy looks a bit like Sam Ryder?
That's not Sam Ryder?
That is not Sam Ryder.
I thought Sam Ryder. Wow, he's still working.
That's also not the Moldovan entry into this year's Eurovision either. Doing Death Rock. That is not.
Yes.
Yeah, that is just little Jimmy there. Right. Let's. Right. This is a great story. We've just had the Royal podcast. I'm surprised this story was not highlighted. It's a great story. That Fergie, the Duchess of York, reveals that she is in communication with the late Queen via her corgis, which Fergie has looked after following the sad demise of the Queen. Javier, what do you mean?
She's clearly been watching Friends. Remember Phoebe thought her grandma was in a cat? Remember that episode?
Wasn't she in Friends as well, Sarah Ferguson?
Was
briefly?
she?
Yes, she was. Sarah Ferguson was briefly, when Friends went to England, she was in it.
Wow.
As a cameo. Yes, when they went to London.
Oh, that's right. They did have all those cameos. I think if the late Queen is talking to the corgis, I say put the corgi on the throne. I think it'd be great. Get the corgi in there. We could have awesome things happening. Like,
I find it amazing to think that if Elizabeth was going to communicate with anyone, that she just went, I really need to speak to Fergie. Of all the people that she wants to get a message through to. I mean, if I would believe that she's speaking to Meghan Markle through the jam before I'm going to believe that she's speaking to
through the flower sprinkles.
Or the off-centered raspberry. Just sprinkle it lightly as if you didn't mean to do it. Well, you didn't, did you then, Megan? That's why it looks like that.